Then you're saying that subsequent to that meeting in Senator Ryan's office, you had no further contact with Samuel Addison Snow?
None.
But you did know him?
Well, everybody in Washington practically knew Sam. I first met him in the home of mutual friends in 1969.
You earlier said it was 1968.
Did I?
Yes.
Well, you know, I'm really not sure. Does it matter all that much? I mean, I do realize that the FBI has to keep thorough files, but...
If you could try to remember.
All right, let's see. It was about the year after I married my husband, Bill, my late husband. That'd be 1968.
Thank you. Now, to return to the matter of your recent relationship with Senator Ryan.
Yes.
You admit that you've been both angry and disappointed by his cancellation of your wedding and his resuming a personal relationship with Mrs. Jillian Bolak?
My, you really are thorough, aren't you? Yes, of course I was hurt.
As well as angered?
Yes. Listen, you do realize that this is a little bit difficult for me to talk about, don't you? Look, it wasn't a long time ago. Now, I loved Frank, I still do, Senator Ryan. But we had a great many plans. Yes, of course, at first I was hurt and I was angry, but I want him to be happy, and I'm certainly glad I found out before I became his wife. Basically, I wish them all the luck in the world.
This all occurred 3 days prior to what was to be your wedding day?
Yes.
And I understand that Senator Ryan came to you with the documents in question.
Yes, he did.
And your reaction?
I don't know anything about them.
Your reaction?
I was shocked, appalled. Frank wouldn't do it. I know he wouldn't. I hope you know he wouldn't.
Well, I think we have everything we need for the moment.
I'm afraid I haven't been much help to you.
Perhaps more than you realize.
That's very reassuring. Please do let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
We'll no doubt be in touch with you again.
Tell me, are you any closer to getting at the bottom of everything that's happened?
I'm really not at liberty to say.
Of course not. And I appreciate what you're doing. Well, there's an answer out there somewhere, and I'm sure you'll come up with it.
It's simply a matter of time.
Yes. Well, if there is anything else I can do, goodbye.
Thank you, ma'am. Goodbye.
Yes. Give me the number for Riverside Hospital, please.
Dr. Coleridge.
Hello, Dr. Coleridge. It's Mrs. Woodard.
Hello, Ray.
Am I interrupting you?
As a matter of fact, you are, yes.
I'm sorry. I was just wondering if you were going to be off duty soon and you mind dropping by the apartment on your way home.
Well, I should be through here in a half hour or so.
That'd be fine.
Ray, what's going on?
Well, I really don't want to discuss it on the phone, besides. Since when do I need an excuse to see an old friend?
I'll, see you soon.
I'm looking forward to it. Bye.
Goodbye.
William,
Hi.
how are you?
Okay.
I don't think so.
No?
No, you come in, you don't say hello. You sit here, how long? I don't think you were okay. I went looking for you last night. Where were you?
Out, walking.
All night?
Yeah.
You and Siobhan?
Alone.
Alone?
That's the way it is.
Tell me about it.
Didn't work, that's all.
Tell me. Since when can't we talk?
I went up there, I saw Siobhan. She was angry. She was hurt, confused. I told her I'd made a mistake. I wanted to make things right again. I was wrong when I told her it was over.
She appreciate that.
No, as a matter of fact, she didn't.
Why not?
Look, I understand how she feels. Everything's going along fine for weeks, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I tell her it's over. Forget it. And an hour later, it's back on again. How'd you expect her to feel?
You had your reasons.
Yeah, well, she didn't understand.
You have to make her understand, Joe.
I don't know.
Don't know what.
Well, maybe you were right in the first place. You told me it might not work out with Siobhan. That she might not be able to accept the kind of life I have to lead.
That was before.
Yeah?
She's a strong girl, Siobhan. She got involved with you. That in itself ought to tell you something. Her objections of her father, she paid no attention. And all the things she read about your famous uncle. She's seen your life, Joe. She's seen a lot of things.
She doesn't know.
She'll take things as they come. Joe, you told me that you were going to marry her. I haven't talked like that about anyone.
I don't know if I can do that to her.
You told me that she loved you. I saw that when you first came here with her. We don't usually talk about these things, but I know, I see. I'm not a young man anymore, but I haven't forgotten that.
That's not the point.
You're going to marry her, Joe.
She isn't like us. Her family, her whole background, it's different.
People are people. You'll never make her understand.
I want to be fair to her.
Then marry her. That would be fair. To everyone. I don't like to see you unhappy.
I know.
Then fix it. You want to, don't you?
Yes.
Good. Then you'll do it. Now. Before it's too late.
Hi. Hi.
Nancy? Yeah, I know how you feel.
Yeah?
Suppose it's something she had to do. You know, I know she's gonna be all right. Maybe it's all for the best.
I'm sorry, but I don't see it that way.
Maybe you should.
All right, Adam, just knock it off, will you? I don't want to hear how it's all for the best, or what we should have done or shouldn't have done. I don't want to hear that it's better to have loved than lost. I don't want to hear any of it, all right?
Hey, look, I'm sorry. What do you say? I guess I said too much already.
Yes, you did. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gotten angry.
I know how...
That's okay. You know how I feel.
No, actually, I don't think I do.
You were in love with her, weren't you?
I thought so. It's not difficult to be in love with Nancy.
No.
But not the way you were. Or are. I suppose all that doesn't matter very much now. She's gone and there's not much to be done about it.
That's the way it was from the start. For Nancy and me. Nothing to be done. Whatever happened, no plans, no commitment. We knew it would have to end.
Why?
The religious differences, they made it impossible. You know how it is.
No, actually, I don't. Not really. Oh, yeah, my religion is important to me. Being Jewish is who I am, where I come from. But if I found somebody that meant that much to me, I wouldn't let her go. I hope it would be part of what we gave each other. But that's me. That's not you, and it's not Nancy.
I don't know, I guess we set it up from the start so it wouldn't work. Maybe that's one of the things that attracted us to each other in the first place. Not consciously, but it'd be easier, safer, you know?
Yeah, I think I do.
We tried not to think about tomorrow, just living for today. It was very exciting and romantic and basically stupid. And then something happened that I suppose we hadn't counted on. We fell in love, really in love. And suddenly today wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But it was all we had. You know, if you keep going on, those single days, they all add up to something, don't they? Maybe not what you were brought up to expect or want. Maybe not a lifetime. But something. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not making much sense.
Oh, yes, you are.
Something incredible, wonderful. And a hell of a lot more than most people ever get a chance at.
You know, it still might not be the best idea for you to go after her.
Who said anything about going after her?
You did.
I did, didn't I? Adam, thank you. Thanks. For what? Everything.
Hello?
Hi. It's me, Joe.
I know.
Siobhan?
What do you want to say?
No, I'm not sure. I was so positive you could hang up that I hadn't prepared anything past hi.
Go ahead.
Just give me 5 minutes, all right?
Yeah?
I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I didn't.
I still don't know exactly what it was you were doing.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm not too clear on that myself.
Well, I'll tell you something, Joe. Why don't you just take some time to think about it, and then maybe we can talk.
Siobhan, don't hang up. Are you still there?
For the moment.
All right. I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought the best thing for us would be, for you, would be to stop seeing each other.
Why?
I don't want to hurt you.
You certainly did a good job of that, didn't you?
And I want to try and make things right again.
I don't know if that's possible. I don't know anything anymore.
You know I love you.
I thought you did.
I love you. That hasn't stopped. Even when I was trying to break things off, it was because I loved you.
Well, thanks a lot!
And because I thought it would be the best.
Well, maybe it was.
No.
Look, Joe, we went all through this yesterday, and it really isn't making any more sense to me now than it did then.
I thought you might have cooled off by now.
What? I don't need to cool off! This isn't some kind of little disagreement, and ho-ho, won't we laugh about this tomorrow? You told me it was over. You said that you didn't want to see me anymore. And now all of a sudden you're changing your mind, and you want everything to be all right again? Let's just forget it, pretend it never happened? I can't forget about it. And maybe I don't want to.
Siobhan,
Tell me something. Is this the way you always operate? Is this your usual pattern? You find somebody, make her trust you and love you, and then you drop her and come back and start all over again.
There is no usual pattern.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. At least I know I'm someone special.
There is no pattern because I've never met anyone like you before. I've never been in love before.
Sounds kind of like an old song, doesn't it?
It's the truth.
That's refreshing.
What does that mean?
Look, Joe, I think we're talking in circles.
Look, I have to see you.
No,
Why not?
I can't.
You won't.
No, I can't. I'm too hurt and angry, and I'm scared.
What are you scared of?
You?
I'll come up there. We can talk.
No.
What do you want then?
I don't know. I need some time. I gotta figure this out. Before I can even let myself be with you again. And even then, I'm not sure I can get back to the way it was. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I need a little time to figure this out. Please give me that time. And don't call me. I'll call you.
Well, when?
Goodbye, Joe.
Siobhan. Siobhan!
Didn't do so good, huh?
I could hardly have done worse.
Fix it, Joy.
Thank you.
I was beginning to think you were going to make it.
Busy afternoon.
Well, that's not important as long as you're here. How about a drink? Vodka martini.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Mom, sit down here with me. It's good to see you again. That was not a rhetorical statement.
Sorry, it's good to see you too.
Oh, dear, I thought so.
What?
You are cross with me.
Well, as a matter of fact, I am, although I wouldn't quite put it in those words.
No, I don't see why.
No?
No, I thought we understood each other.
Oh, we do, Ray, very well. Which means that you should understand why I don't appreciate blackmail.
Blackmail? For heaven's sakes. I don't know why you want to look at it that way. We are two loving friends. We know and understand each other, and because of that understanding, we have a very special relationship. We've shared things with each other, things that we haven't shared with anyone else. We've come to rely on and trust each other. Now, if either one of us should ever break that trust, well, then the other would have the right to betray any confidence that might have been shared. And I'm so hoping that'll never happen.
You are amazing.
Why?
Oh, it's just that I've never heard an out-and-out threat put quite so elegantly before.
And now, Roger, I am not threatening you. I just want to be sure we both know where we stand.
Oh, yes.
You're not angry with me anymore.
Nothing that I can't get over, but actually it was my fault. I couldn't blame you for that.
What was your fault?
I was stupid enough to tell you about Tom and thus give you the power to ruin my career anytime you see fit.
Roger, I would never do that unless it was absolutely necessary. However...
I know the details.
Darling, I really don't want you ever to be sorry that you told me about Tom. You have too much on your mind already. Is it any easier
I'd
for you?
rather not go into that again.
It might help you if you were to just talk about it.
Well, actually, there's nothing really to say. Medically, I made a mistake in my judgment, and that caused the death of my brother-in-law. But there are no records of the error.
Do you know something? I've never understood exactly how you did do that.
Well, it wasn't complicated. I changed the medical records. Anyone could have done that. I wish I could believe that anyone else would have.
You just did what you had to do.
Yeah. Look, I'd really prefer it if we could change the subject.
Of course. Of course. We've talked enough. I just don't want it to affect our relationship. I trust you, and I want you to know that you can trust me. What we have means a great deal to me.
I wouldn't want to lose that either. Although I don't like the idea of being a part of what you're doing to Frank and my sister, I suppose I have no choice. Your secret's safe, Ray.
Thank you, darling. I know that now. Well, enough talk. We've both done what we had to do, and we do understand each other. To a very special friendship.
What if the perfect guy for you is in LA, or DC, or New York City? Get ready to take a holiday, a new original reality series, all new this Wednesday at 10 on SoapNet.